So I want to get back to Joe Milton for a second because you said everybody respects him, and I've heard the very same thing. I've also heard that he's a little bit more outgoing and maybe jovial's not the right word, whereas Hendon Hooker was more serious. Can can you be a leader in more than one capacity? I mean, could he be the outgoing fun guy and still say, "Hey, do your job"?
Yeah, Peyton Manning was too.
Really?
He hung out with us.
But I mean, was he a fun guy? I mean, people tell me about his sense of humor, but
The guy that you see on TV every Sunday or during football season or anytime he's doing an event, that's the guy we saw every day. He's the guy we saw every day. So yeah, did he work hard? Absolutely. He worked harder than any other quarterback I've ever seen. Most players I've ever seen. Um, but when he hung out with us, we got our teammate. We got the guy you guys you're just getting introduced to. We saw him every day as a 19, 20, 21, 22-year-old kid. We saw him every day like that. So was he a fun guy? Absolutely. You go hang out with Peyton, I guarantee you have a good time. He's just like us. He's, country and cracking jokes and, he'll drink a couple beers every now. I mean, we all did stuff like that. We were college students. So, I mean, yeah, did he have a good time? Absolutely, he had a good time. I enjoyed hanging out with Peyton and all my teammates.
Were you ever a victim, Fred, of one of Peyton Manning's infamous pranks that he likes to pull on his teammates?
Yeah, put shaving cream in my shoes.
did he really?
Yeah, listen, man. If you catch an intercept, if you intercept the ball from Peyton in practice, he is gunning for you the rest of practice and the next day till he gets you. Right? He's gonna get you because if you get an interception of Peyton, you gotta talk trash. You got to talk trash. He paid Manning. You talk trash to him and you celebrate and everything. It's gonna piss him off. When I tell you, he gonna be mad. But the next day, man, you always better check your equipment. You might have water in your helmet. You might have shaving cream in your shoes. You might be missing your gloves. Something, anything. It could might have one sock. That's serious, bro. I mean, but that was just in fun. And as soon as you were missing something, you just kind of had to know, what did I do yesterday? I picked off Peyton? You do this and look down the hallway. And I see you, brother. I know you did it. And he looking to see it. He peeping over there to see if you did, notice it. But it was all in fun. That was the one thing about our team. We didn't get upset or angry. Even if we had a fight on the football field, we got to the locker room, man, it was over. Now there were a few fights that weren't over. That weren't over, but they were amazing. Hilarious. But most of the fights.
What's the funniest fight you ever saw in practice?
My God, man. I both of these guys are no longer with us, man. Rest in peace. And I really want to say that, man, Gentry Wright and Jeremy Shadrick. Hey, man, that is the funniest fight I think I've ever seen in my life. Funniest.
What made it so funny?
You had to be there. Jeremy Shadrick came in with my class. He's about 6'3", probably about 300, 320, somewhere around there. And then you got Gentry Wright, who was he walked on to the football team from Memphis. And Gentry's about 6'2", probably about 240, 250. Plays D tackle, D end, that type of stuff. But he was tough as nails. And one day, I guess he's on the practice squad and he's helping out and everything. And I don't know what Jeremy Shadrick did to him, but he didn't like it. And he's on the sideline just standing there filming. He's like, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. And then Bill Duff says, go get him, Gentry. And he hauls ass on the football field and runs straight at Jeremy Shadrick, and he's swinging and fighting the Jeremy Shadrick, and the whole defense jumps on Gentry. That's hilarious. Because he messed up our practice. Like, hey, man, you got to wait till you come on the sideline or wait till you going up against him to do that fight. You can't be fighting me in the middle of practice and you messing up our defense. Don't do that. But that fight carried on to a whole nother scrimmage the next day.
Well, now
Saturday.
Now you shouldn't do that, should you? You should be done with it, right?
Absolutely, you should be done with it. That's it. You're done with it. Well, they kept it going through our practice in the scrimmage that Saturday, and Gentry is waiting behind a pole, leaving the stadium, waiting for Jeremy to come. As soon as he sees Jeremy, he hauls off and he knocks him down. Bow! And it was funny, man. We talk about hilarious because we had to hold Jeremy Shadrick back from trying to kill that.
Wow, that sounds a lot like the Albert Hainsworth incident that I got to witness firsthand. That was pretty special.
The better part of that is that he didn't pick up anything. He did it with his own hands.
Okay, so top 3 guys on the 98 team 25 years later, top 3 guys at the time you wouldn't have wanted to fight. And I know Fred won't turn down a fight, but
it wasn't too many people I wouldn't fight, but there ain't too many people I'm just going to pick one with either. You know what I mean?
Top 3 guys you wouldn't pick a fight with on the 98 team.
Number 1, I wouldn't fight Al Wilson without a doubt. That man's golden gloves. I can fight now. He can too. I wouldn't want to even see how that turns out. I wouldn't. Because we both don't know how to quit.
Yeah.
That'd be a ridiculous fight. I wouldn't want to do that. The other person that you talking about on the 98 team and that's it?
It could be somebody graduated in 97. It's Peyton, right?
I don't get Peyton's butt. Peyton didn't want it. He didn't want it. But I wanted my scholarship too, so I couldn't fight Peyton. Although there was a time I almost got into it, Peyton. My little brother came up for summer, and he would always come up every summer. He was 13 years old. So I left to go to class. I leave my little brother with Peyton catching passes, right? And I'm like, okay, I'm going to leave and go to practice. Peyton, you got him. He was like, I got him. I come back in. I'm looking for my brother, and everybody's like, should I tell him where his brother is? Nobody wants to tell me where my brother is. I'm like, man, where is my brother? I'm running around the complex looking for my brother. And then somebody was like, oh, man, he's in the training room. I said, okay, what are you doing in the training room? It was like, and everybody kind of just walked off and wouldn't say anything. I'm thinking, I left my brother with Peyton. Where's my brother? Why is he in the training room? Training room is for people who are hurt. Let me go find out what the hell just happened to my brother.
Oh, no.
So I get, oh, absolutely. I get to the training room, and he has a big old thing of ice wrapped around his hand. And I'm trying to figure out, wait a minute. I left you with the quarterback, my quarterback. What happened to your finger? He's trying his best to stop me. He's like, hey, no. I broke my finger. And he's smiling from ear to ear. Peyton Manning broke my finger. He is smiling from ear to ear. And I am furious trying to figure out, how am I going to tell my mama my brother came up here and he broke his finger? And he with me. Right?
Oh, my gosh. Well,
So I went out to Peyton, and everybody kind of stopped me and grabbed me like, man, you broke my brother's finger. Like, man, it wasn't like that. My brother, he finally had to get me to the side and say, hey, man, no, I caught the ball wrong. And it just, he wasn't throwing it too hard, or I just caught the ball on tip, and it broke my finger. It was crazy, man. I couldn't believe that happened. But me and Peyton, every time I see Peyton, I always bring it up too. Hey, man, you broke my brother's finger. This round is on you.
Okay, so after Al, the other 2 guys you wouldn't want to fight?
Sean Ellis.
Oh, yeah.
Sean Ellis is probably one I wouldn't want to fight. And man, dude, out the 98 team, I'm going to say Cozy Coleman. But there's one person that I played with that I would never want to fight. 2 of them, actually, that played on other teams, though. One is Shane Burton. He was on the 1995 team, 6'8", 300 and some pounds, Shane Burton. Yeah, that ain't the person you want to mess with. That ain't nobody. I'm telling you. I don't care if you a trained assassin. That's not one dude you want to fight. I promise you that. And then the other person is Bill Duff. Man, that's the human weapon. I would never want to fight Bill Duff. I want him on my side. I've been friends with Bill Duff ever since I knew he could do all that stuff. Man, hey, man, we friends. We're going to be friends till we die.
That's right.
He's the one who stopped Eddie George, wasn't he? On the 1 yard line?
What's that?
Wasn't Bill Duff the one who stopped Eddie George on the 1 yard line?
Yeah. Bill Duff ain't no joke, man. Bill Duff, hey, he tough as nails.
Wow.
Promise you. There's not one person you want to fight right there, buddy.
Fred, if people need insurance, you got the Allstate, and they'll be in good hands. How do they get a hold of you?
Well, you guys can give us a phone call at 770-381-0367. You can also look us up online and just Google my office, Fred White Allstate Insurance, and it'll come up there. You can also do your quotes from there as well. You don't even have to talk to us. However, we would love to talk to you so we can actually explain some things to you. Insurance is a little tricky sometimes, and we'd like to be able to at least give you some options or an opportunity to just talk some insurance with us. Give us a call again, 770-381-0367, or on our website, fredwhiteallstate.com.
Fred, have a great day, man. And next time we talk, I want to talk about the fact that random wrestling would break out on the 98 team. People need to check out. People need to check out the latest Jeff Coleman on the Celebrate 98 series, brought to you by Tennessee Cider Company. Have a great weekend, buddy.
Have a good one. Go Vols.